Hello, Bard Rock Cafe listeners. I'm Baragon Doubletail,
the god of time.
Apparently, our marketing contract extended beyond the end of the universe and is binding even to gods, so I'm here to tell you about our sponsors. Bard Rock Cafe is sponsored by Dragon Master Games, a local game store with an online storefront where you can get your TTRPG products, TCGs, and collectibles. Support the show and help out a small local business by picking up those trading cards you need, some new dice, or a TTRPG sourcebook. You can also support the show and the entire network directly on Patreon or Ko-fi as a Bard Rock Booster. Boosters get an assortment of awards, including access to bonus content, a booster-only section on the network Discord server, booster-exclusive community game nights, and roles on our booster bonus table. That's right, you can finally get in on the wild magic chaos yourself by becoming a booster. Links to all that and more can be found in the show notes. Anyway, I've got important god stuff to do, so I'll let you get on with the show.
Hello, and welcome back to Bard Rock Cafe, Campaign 2, Brave New World. I'm Paul, the Game Master for the second campaign, where we are chasing adventure. As always, I am joined by the tempestuous travelers, thank you, Alana, of Bard Rock Cafe. Let's go around the table and have everyone introduce yourselves, your characters, pronouns for both, and your fun facts this week. We agreed last time you're going to just describe your ideal cruise ship room, which Celia has exactly made for you.
Hello, my name's Alana. I am playing Shrike. Both of our pronouns are she, her, and to describe Shrike's room on the Celia, you walk in and one entire wall is bookcases filled with books, with potentially some room for some to be picked up as we travel. There is a raised platform that's at least partially padded. It's got a padded floor with some training dummies and some stuff that she can hit, and just enough ceiling space to be able to swing around her pike. And then I think on the other side is a mix between a hammock for actual sleeping, because she's gotten used to it in the barracks, and just the coziest reading nook you have ever seen. Just piles of blankets and fuzzy pillows and stuffed animals and all of that. And basically both sides of her personality just melding together.
I'd like to think that Celia made two training dummies. One labeled Soba, she's got a little name tag that says I'm Captain Soba. And the other one is Ray.
Yeah, I feel like she's gonna cross out the captain's name and put Arkansas on the one.
What did you say? You hear Celia's voice. Oh, my apologies, one moment. Now there's a facsimile of Arkansas and one of that paladin guy from the Five Dragon Brothers.
Hell yeah!
Who I believe was Earl Mustard. Arkansas leads it. I'm your favorite deputy!
You ain't going nowhere.
No, that's a different character.
Wrong iteration of the universe.
You hear armbar echo from the heavens. You ain't going nowhere. Yeah, right. This is a ship. That's how that works generally.
That's right.
Hey, I'm Khadija. I am here to play Kahani, our bard and poet. We are both she, they pronouns. And when it comes to the room on the ship, just picture like Sherlock Holmes's London apartment. There's a window, so there's light coming in naturally, but there are these tall mushrooms that glow that kind of look like standing lamps. There's a partition, kind of like one of those folding screens, but it's grown up from the floor, and it's like, mushroom and fibery, which is kind of like a changing screen. And the Celia also gifted Kahani with a long table where she has tons of papers on it, all of her writing that she's in the middle of, because Kahani's in the middle of writing 10 things at the same time. There's a 4-poster bed with a canopy on top, grown from the floor, very luxurious, very comfortable. And she also has a mushroom chaise longue to throw herself along if she ever feels like it.
Oh, I'm feeling
All right.
faint.
Okay, for the audience, definitely not me. Explain what a chaise longue is.
Oh, a chaise longue is one of those, like, Marie Antoinette couches that's, like, kind of slim.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Okay, it's
you
exactly
lie on
what I
your
thought it was. Perfect.
side and have a glass, just
So-
go onto those.
I have a question.
Yeah,
You said
yeah.
this is like a Sherlock Holmes kind of style. Is there like just like this old guy in the
Yeah.
corner of the room that's like your butler?
It comes with an old
No.
guy. Celia
It's
just
just-
made you an old
No,
dude.
it's just the style. Thank God,
Oh,
no.
it's Mrs. Hudson.
Is Mrs. Hudson? Is that the name?
Bustling in, complaining about not being your landlady. Or your housekeeper. It's your landlady, not your housekeeper.
Yeah. Does this exist or what?
Yeah.
The fans need to know.
Of note, every person on this ship, except for you lot, Celia, Soba, and the cook, is just a myconid. It's just an anthropomorphic mushroom person.
So I got another complaint.
Oh.
I don't have Celia in my notes, so did I
You
miss
just
something?
met her. You just met her in the last 5 minutes of last session, so
She didn't make my notes, Paul. I don't know what to tell you.
I think it tells you there's a reason that I graduated higher honors at high school than you for note taking, apparently.
Sort of my listening.
Anyway, so Celia, for your
Yeah,
notes,
whatever.
Tyler, is a dryad whose grove is the
I
ship.
know. I know.
Okay, you're fucking with me. I got it. Okay. Anyway, it is your turn to actually introduce yourself, Tyler.
Alright. Hi, everybody. I'm Tyler. I'm playing our favorite ranger, Arkansas McGraw. We're both identifying as he, him. And my room in the Celia looks like a disheveled mess. I mean, if you could think of like the dirtiest, nastiest looking room, never ever cleaned in your life, don't care about a damn thing, like that one roommate that just does not give a shit about what his room looks like. That's what this room looks like. And it is covered from head to toe in greenery. So it's like we pulled all of the greenery around ourselves over the furniture, over everything. And we've camouflaged almost everything. And we have a bunk bed. The pugs live on the sleep on the bottom bunk, and Arkansas sleeps on the top bunk. And we just have a great time, just kind of hanging out and pranking all the crewsmen with our little messy existence.
They did claim the top
I
bunk.
thought we
from you
established
guys.
that the pugs got. Yeah.
Yeah, I feel like Arkansas keeps moving them to the bottom bunk, and then they keep, when he leaves it unattended for any reason, going back up the little secret ladder that was given to them.
They can do what you want, but I'm pretty sure they go on the bottom.
Oh, they go on the bottom, but they sleep on the top.
Okay. Well, they just want to cuddle, alright?
Oh, that's not what I was implying. No, Tyler, they go on the bottom.
Hi, I'm Ursula. I'm playing Ursula.
Good segue.
Both of our pronouns are she, her. So Ursula's used to spending most nights in the library at the castle, kind of at this workstation she has, where there's just kind of like books piled all over, kind of like her own little cubby. So her room actually ends up being a pretty small, like 8x8 space where all of the walls are in fact bookshelves, and all of the books that haven't ended up in someone else's room are in that one. And when someone puts a book back, sometimes it'll pop in. There's kind of like a rotating selection of books so that she can kind of go through them. Aside from that, she has a pretty simple bed, but she does have in one of the corners something she's not accustomed to, but seemed fitting. You know those like cat castles that they make? She has one, but she has one for Tim Can and the rats. So they just kind of like hang out. They kind of hang out in this little thing as she's doing her reading at her desk, and that's what she does.
So I have an interjection. You said that there's a little hole in the wall.
I did not say there was a hole in the wall, but there could be.
How did the rats get into your room?
Oh, they'll find a way.
They find a way. They're rats.
Yeah,
Is
just
there
say the
like
rats. The
a
question is how
gap,
do you
a
keep them out of your room?
hole? Where is this hole? Like, well, how are they getting in?
I'll get back to you on that.
Probably,
You are Kansas.
probably the gap under the
Kansas,
door.
why don't you just plan on asking them? That's what we can do. You can canonically all speak to the
I will
rats.
ask the DM how there's a hole.
Oh, it's easy. Celia just makes the hole and as they need it. No, Celia just makes the hole as
There's
the
a
rats need
hole
it
in the
disappears.
floor.
Yeah.
There's a hole in the floor and it goes all the way through.
Well, it
And
just
they
so
swim in the
happens
water.
that my
They-
floor is
they
above
swim in the water
yours.
and then they climb up.
There's
Oh, Tyler, are you not familiar with the idea of a wall versus the ceiling or floor having a hole? You know, like a Tom
There
and
is
Jerry
a-
mouse hole.
there is a floor and a ceiling in between
Yes, but there's-
our rooms.
Yes, but there's also 4 walls connecting the floor and the ceiling, and traditionally
I
mouse
don't think
holes.
that's. I don't think that's how construction works, Paul. I don't think that's how construction works.
On the one hand, you are a architectural engineer. On the other hand, you are gaslighting me.
Can we maybe
Continue?
start
Yes,
on what
okay.
we're supposed to be doing?
Yeah, I was going to describe Father Antonio's room. Maybe you guys will have to go there and see it.
No one cares.
Ain't nobody cares about that.
Yeah, no one cares about this guy. It's fine. You're gonna be so sad when he dies.
No one gives a shit.
God damn.
All right, last time the party reunited at the former site of Arkansas's house to find him. I always have a hard time with anyone whose name ends in S trying to possessify it. Anyway, they went to the former site of his house to find being an ineffectual one-man bucket line until Kahani casually just put out the entire blaze with a snap of her fingers. Rereading the note left at the scene of the fire, everyone journeyed to Mrs. Green's dentist office, Jennifer Green's teeth, to find answers about what happened to Talia. The receptionist, a non-binary person named Dot, who may or may not have been an imp that was presenting as non-binary based on what some gender binary compliant person vaguely described, rather than their own lived experience, because it was not what you would expect, was prepared for the party's arrival and gave Arkansas a job offer. If he agreed to become Jennifer Green's, quote, debt collector, and go find a runaway employee by the name of Penny Lane, his debt would be forgiven and Talia would be returned to safety to her grove. When Arkansas agreed, Kahani also reluctantly signed on to formally work for Mrs. Green, this time rather than invoke the wrath of the world's most powerful dentist. She also, apparently, is now Arkansas' supervisor. Second supervisor. They then journeyed to Mortimer's Landing and boarded the Celia, briefly meeting Captains Soba Percy Swallows and Celia herself, who were having a magnificent dinner and departing to their individual rooms, which Celia had magically altered to their specifications, as you all described briefly not that long ago. And that's where we resume our tale. It's the next morning of your journey to the Fleetwood, as you arrive in your cabins for the day. Celia's waiting for you all the proper sailor's breakfast. Please, come eat and be merry with me. And she takes a large plate of eggs, bacon, and sausage for herself as you all get situated in the mess hall.
Do I have to be Mary, or can I continue being Ursula?
I see what you did there. For a second I thought you were being serious and that you didn't understand I was saying M-E-R-R-Y, but I understand. You are... What is that word you keep saying you're doing with me, Soba? Fucking with me? Is that what it's called? Yes, I am not great at sarcasm and humor. I'm more of a literal thinker.
If Mary's out here, is Pip in the kitchen?
Well, someone's in the kitchen with Dinah. Someone's in the kitchen, I know. Dinah is canonically now the name of the Kenku. No, sorry, I can't say Kenku. Crow person who is running the kitchen.
He's trying to sign off.
I'm sorry, I got that
Shrek will-
started. Apologies.
It was your fault. I saw your head go down.
Anyway, Shrek's just gonna grab the platter of bacon.
The pugs follow after you.
Arkansas, as the pugs are following Shrike, you and only you hear bacon, 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 bacon. Everyone else hears bark, 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 bark. I want bacon. It's my bacon.
That's weird.
You will be quiet. Sit, both of you. I will not give you while you talk.
Oh, no, you can't hear them talking. Only Arkansas can understand them. Arkansas, you realize you can understand them.
They're still barking.
Oh, that kind of talking.
I'm talking about as if they're barking.
Okay. I understand.
I have pets.
Okay. That's fine. I just wanted to clarify because you delivered in such a way where I thought maybe you thought you could understand them. We're on the same page now.
No.
Okay.
I'm just used to talking to cats
Anyway,
like they can actually understand
they
me.
stop barking and look up expectantly like, yes, Shrike. Yeah, actually, Arkansas, you hear them say, yes, Shrike.
Yeah. Hey, since when do they listen to you? They never listen to me.
You must actually try to make them listen.
But they're cute.
Have you ever trained these boys?
But look at them.
They need the training.
They just want a little bit of biscuit or bacon.
They turn their heads briefly when you see bacon.
It's fine.
And then they see you don't have bacon, and they go back looking at Shrike.
You must tell them, sit, stay, wait for the bacon.
Bacon?
What happens after that?
You give them the bacon when they comply.
Oh, you just gotta give them the bacon after they wait?
Yes, but they must wait first.
You wait first, then get bacon.
Yes.
I don't get it. It doesn't make no sense. The bacon's there. Why wouldn't they just get it themselves?
They have no thumbs.
It looks sad at the realization that they don't have thumbs.
Looks like you guys got no thumbs. And they're still looking at me and they're like looking all sad. Got no thumbs.
Arkansas, can we have thumbs? I want thumbs now. Can I have thumbs, please?
If I could, I'd give them to you, buddy. I really would.
You don't have bacon. Shrike, can we have bacon now? Mark.
It is too early for this, and I can't.
They want bacon. They're telling me they want bacon. Wait. You're telling me you want bacon? Wait, what? What is going on here? I can hear what they're saying.
Yeah, what who's saying?
The pugs, they're talking. I can hear what they're saying. They're begging for bacon. They've never done that before.
She touches your forehead. Did you get enough sleep last night,
Well,
Arkansas? Maybe you're
Since
just
you're
tired.
saying such and so nice, I mean, I guess I could go back to bed a little bit, but I just can't just disagree with saying that these here pugs are asking for food. They're looking for victuals.
Father Antonio sits down next to you, Arkansas.
Oh,
He
I
has,
bet
a
they
bowl of
are.
milk. He says, I've worked in the castle alongside you for several months. I've seen them ask for bacon many times. I'm not sure what you're talking about.
That bottle with the X's. Only a little bit, not full bottle.
She just speaking Russian over here. I can't understand what she's saying, but the pugs I can understand. And here's Father Antonio. He's eating oatmeal and he's talking about bacon. He don't make no sense.
Everyone who eats oatmeal doesn't make any sense. Everyone knows that.
At least have some bacon in your oatmeal.
Ursula's gonna take it. Ursula had like a scoop full of oatmeal that she was about ready to put into a bowl. She just slowly puts it back and puts the bowl back and moves on to something else. Good to know.
Just
so
don't make no
nutritionally dense
sense.
for how low cost it is. I don't understand.
It just don't make no sense. QQ.
Shrek's just gonna stalk out and go up on deck.
Listen, are you gonna give my little pugalinas a little bacon or not?
When they have sat and shut up.
Listen, you two. You better listen to what she says. She's a sheriff. We're just the deputies, alright? You gotta listen to her and you'll get what you're paid for, alright?
Well, we don't usually listen to you, so if you're telling us to listen to her, we shouldn't listen to her? She said to listen to her, and we listened to her. They like bark up a Shrike. He said to listen to you, but we don't listen to him. What do we do? And they you use your bark, bark, bark. It's very quizzical. You tell they're asking you for what to do because they don't understand what Arkansas is telling them to do.
Sit.
They sit.
Pugs.
They sit, but if you try to walk your way, they will follow you and sit down wherever you go.
That's fine. Shrike's still gonna go up on deck.
I'm gonna go have myself a plate of bacon.
Shrike took all the
how
bacon.
much? I was gonna say, how much of the breakfast meat did Shrek take?
Shrike specifically said she took the entire tray of bacon. The sausage and eggs and the ham were still there.
Damn it.
Okay.
You're eating oatmeal. You don't need any bacon.
No, that was Paul, the narrator.
I'm not eating oatmeal, not anymore. I thought about it.
You're like Father Antonio, just a basic oatmeal eater.
He is a monk who lives a chaste lifestyle. They eat a very limited means.
No, not even any sugar in his fucking oatmeal. Just bland-ass oatmeal.
Arkansas says that, look, there's
bland-ass
NPC.
NPC.
There is granola stirred in there. This is a very extra bowl of oatmeal. There's brown sugar.
There's like little bits of bacon that he.
Father Antonio has it without the sugar.
But it's got to be candied bacon.
There is no suger
there's
in
a lot
Father
of
Antonio's
oatmeal.
oatmeal. There's no berries. There's no nothing. He doesn't get shit.
Like, what?
Dear listeners, I am a Muslim. I understand if you are also halal or kosher. I'm so sorry.
I'm sure that there's options in here that are compliant with that, just not the ones everyone's talking about.
I'm just saying because of all the bacon talk.
It's mostly there for the dogs. The dogs are
Side note.
not halal or kosher.
I will say that
They
once
should've-
Shrike is up on deck, she's just gonna put this platter of bacon like next to her, but then like see if Celia can get her like a full English.
I want to roll to see if the pugs get their bacon.
Okay, you're gonna roll to defy, but because you're rolling for your pugs, you're rolling with charisma to convince them to disobey Shrike.
Charisma.
You're trying to convince the
Why
dog
disobey?
because Arkansas is rolling to have them get the bacon, even though Shrike has made it clear they cannot take the bacon without her permission.
I
want to make it clear, Arkansas is not instructing them to take the bacon.
Okay.
The pugs are trying to get it because
Alright, so
she
I want
put it
in that
down.
case I want you both to make a contested flat 2d6 roll. Shrike's
2d6
authority
roll.
over the pugs versus you rolling for their nature of just taking what they fucking want.
But I get plus charisma.
No. If you give plus charisma, I'll give Striker +1 moving forward to telling the dogs what to do. So would you rather have it flat, or would you rather have them 2 scores?
Fine, we'll do the scores.
Alright, so Strike, you have a +1 on your 2d6.
You know, I liked it better when you let me have my way, Paul.
You get your way all the time.
Ooh, I got a 10.
I got a 4.
Dump truck and forklift jump up on the. Those are cool dice. For the audience, Tyler has like silvery dice with a fancy old timey font on them. Like kind of like has like a 1950s vibe.
Something like
Same.
that.
It reminds me of like 1950s, 60s era Hollywood.
Yeah.
It's called Art Nouveau.
There we go. That's
Oh,
the
Or
thing.
Art Deco.
Thank you.
Sorry, Art Deco.
Art Deco. Yeah, that's the thing. I don't know words. Anyway, Shrike,
I just thought
forklift
they
and
were
dump
cool.
truck, seeing that you have set the bacon down in reach, do jump up. Do you try and stop them from taking the bacon?
Bit dogs, bit. Ah!
They just
You
take
just
one,
hear a clatter from deck.
Yeah, they just take one slice of bacon and then usually like bad dogs, they skitter away. But yes,
See?
Celia does produce your full English breakfast.
See, you'll never win. Those little puglinas, they get their way.
You're not here.
You're not here, go away. Get the fuck out of here.
Anyway, Celia, seeing that everyone's gotten her food, says, "So, So, you're all headed to Owl City, then? My entire family is from Owl City. The massive tree in the city center belonged to my great-grandmother, Alexa. That tree actually belongs to my oldest sister, Portia, now. Well, I say oldest, but she's only a minute or so. My other sister, Bella, is the dryad of the massive mushroom in the center of Scarlet Town up north.
You see Kahani scribbling on a scroll, which she always has a pen and a scroll, this one, noting down some of these details while shoving a scone into her face.
Oh, what are you writing there?
Well, if you don't know who I am, I'm a poet and a storyteller, I guess you might say.
Yeah, I was gonna say, please tell me she pauses. Like, if you don't know who I am...
If you don't know who I am...
Celia thinks for a moment, is like, oh, I know who you are, and then I think Ursula and... actually, Shrike left the range of hearing. Ursula, definitely in the collection of books in her library, saw several of Kahani's published works on the shelf.
Well, that's very flattering. Always glad to hear someone who's read something that I've done. Well, I find you very interesting, Celia.
Oh, I'm flattered. It is wonderful to be appreciated. And she shoots a glare at Soba. What'd I do? And the question is, what haven't you done?
Or who?
You just see Ursula picking at her muffin like it's a popcorn bag and just kind of doing this, slowly putting piece by piece.
I love it.
Watching the drama unfold.
Listen, I didn't know you liked books. I would have brought more books. When I saw all these books popping up on the shelves everywhere, I thought you were just making them. And it turns out that he picks one up like, I was expecting there to be nothing in here, and there's words. So it's like, yes, I collect many books. It's for people who read, which apparently do not include you.
So, how did you, or where did you go to school, I suppose? Where does a dryad learn to read and write?
In Owl City, there's this lovely academy, the Andromeda Heights Academy. It is a huge portion of the entire north sector of the library city. It's the best education in the world because you're in the most well-read city in the world, pretty much.
So you're from Owl City itself?
Yes. I am the third oldest of the sisters that grew up there. Pretty much everyone else in our harvest, basically just, and she points at the various anthropomorphic mushroom people who are waiting on you. They aren't powerful enough to be full-blown dryads. They're just basic myconids.
So,
is there any chance that Ursula or Shrike would have any sort of recollection of her or her siblings?
Oh, for sure. You want to roll for that? Shrike's welcome to if she
sure.
thinks she can hear me or a vent or something.
What do you want?
That would be to ponder, because you're thinking about something.
Ponder is plus...
I think that's intelligence?
Doesn't matter. Boxcars.
Boxcars! Love it.
I'm switching dice.
Ponder
Shrike
is
can't hear
2 plus
anything.
intelligence. Alright.
Do you need two
Yes,
D100s
2
or one?
D100s, yes.
94 and 67. 6-7.
Interesting.
No.
Okay, 94 is very interesting contextually. You get the good one. So, for the next minute, all creatures within 100 feet of you, including you, are compelled to tell the truth at all times.
Okay.
So, with your 12, you remember?
For how long?
For the next minute.
Okay.
So, basically the rest of the scene. Give or take. As you think about it, you're like, oh yeah, no. You definitely, like, the dryad of the tree is, like, the big deal. They're, like, kind of like it's complicated. Like, there's a lot of authority in the city, right? There's the leader of the Quill, the honor guard of the city is important. And then the city's also the capital of the Fleetwood, so the High Lord is there. Basically, the dryad in charge of the main tree, Portia, she's like the mayor. And then her sisters are, like, the mayor of the next town up north, and Celia, the one that, like, is the quirky one who went out adventuring the second she graduated high school. And is why she's the dryad of a pirate ship. Yeah, they've all been out of school for they're much older creatures than your natural lifespan. So, like, you know of them, but, like, not, like, in their grade school days.
Okay. I'm noting this.
I will say with your boxcars, Portia is known for being a strong leader of the commanding presence. She's fierce, passionate, and loyal. but she is not the most well-read of the three sisters. She got to be the Dryad of Owl City because she's the oldest. Bella is more soft. She has more soft side, very introverted and empathetic, very bookish. She really enjoys to read. A lot of people in Owl City say that they thought maybe she wanted to be the Dryad of the city because it was a good fit, but her sister was very, maybe their mother, the person in between, Alexa and them generationally. Someone in the family line was clearly very strict of, no, this is Portia's tree now.
Okay.
And then Celia, the adventurous one, she wanted to get away from the family drama. She left the first chance she got. She heard that her old family friend, the Percy Swallows, were looking for a ship, maybe a living ship. You're like, yeah, sign me up. And you get the impression based on the context clues of the last, 30 seconds. She may have some regrets about that.
Okay. I'm sorry to jump in, Khadija.
Oh, it's fine.
Okay. Honestly, I feel like Khadija was about to do digging for much of this information anyway.
Yeah, but I don't know, right?
Note. Yeah. Like, you don't know, but for the sake of expediency, she would have said these things to you if you were inquisiting, so we can, rather than have the conversation a second time, because you have that conversation, so we can, if you want to ask additional information, you're welcome to, so we don't tread the same ground twice.
I'd like to invite Celia for a cup of tea, where she could tell me about all the stuff herself.
Of course. She just waves her fingers, and 2 teacups appear, and some, flower petals fall into, a little sifter, and just plunk in there.
How delicate. Oh, I love it. So you have to tell me everything about your life. And she just sits there with her pen and paper, staring, very thirstily. Not in that way, but in a different way.
Hey, we don't judge.
Yeah, it would be the second time a bard has thirsted for a dryad.
Yes, oh my god, the tradition of the Bard Rock Cafe.
And she's like, oh, well, I don't know what there's to tell about me, really. The youngest of the 3 powerful dryads of the Owl City tree, of course, but...
Why the ocean? Why the sea?
It's actually... I take after my great-grandmother, I think. She was the dryad of a living... I don't remember the word the old world had. It's a spacefaring ship.
Oh.
Because Paul legally cannot say the word. Because we're not supposed to invoke that IP. Yes, no, her ship could travel amongst the stars and across the plains. And she was originally the dryad for, I believe his name was Jake. He's the god of parties or something now. And he is Soba's great-grandfather? I lost count. So it is sort of a family lineage, legacy, what have you. Soba tried doing the pirate life like his father, but our grandfather, etc. grandfather. But fact is, he doesn't have the stomach for thievery and debauchery, especially because we're on such good terms with all of the royal family with a capital R. So he's a privateer now. We do private jobs for the crown.
Oh.
And actually, Shrike, as she's saying this, you see this other ship just kind of pull up alongside you. It's it has black flags, and they fly up this big flag that's got a skull and crossbones. Just a very stereotypical Jolly Roger.
Shrike's just gonna stare at them as they float next to us.
Oi! You lot! Is this ship the Celia?
Who wants to know?
Damn it, now I do need the name table. Okay, hold on a second. I forgot about these guys. Alright.
His name is Jolly Roger, obviously.
Shrike, roll a D100.
Uh, 34.
34. Ah, I be the dread pirate Gerrymander. And I'm looking for the captain of the Celia. That rat bastard owes me money.
Shrike will pick up her staff where it was sitting on the table next to her, wherever she's sitting on the deck. She just had it nearby. Why?
I mean, it's not like he owes me money in a violent way. He borrowed money and he hasn't paid it back yet. He's like, and Soba walks up like, "Oh, Jerry, how you doing, buddy?" "Oh, there he be. Soba Swallows. You haven't paid me back for the lunch I bought you a fortnight ago." Soba's like, "Oh, I'm good for it. Hold on. I just got paid because I have some high profile passengers here. One moment." He goes, he fishes out. "Here you go, 2 wealth." "Ah, thank you kindly. You see, you have high profile passengers." "Yes, they're, and Celia kicks him in the shin. They just wanted a very nice trip. Nothing important, really." "Ah, okay then. Yeah, well, if ever you need anything, tell them that if they're on the seas and they are not in your care, just contact Captain Dread Pirate Jerry Mander."
I will not.
This entire scene was just a jump scare to see if he'd pick a fight with the pirates before finding out what they wanted.
I mean, Shrek would've.
Yeah, I know. If you had taken a step further than asking what they want, that's probably how that would have went. But anyway, who are you? Who all are you, lad? Anybody interesting? He's like basically just like, I like the cut of your jet. And he looks at Shrek.
We are very private people.
Understandable. Sorry. Soba just reaches out. Soba reaches out and just hands Jerry an extra coin purse.
Oh,
They are the Smiths, and they are traveling privately. Enjoy your journey, Smith family. And he sails off away.
Mm-hmm.
For now.
Shrek will turn to the captain. I think it is very good for you to not be talking about us.
I forgot. It's very early and I'm very drunk.
Maybe that should change.
It's true. It's unfortunately a boon that my great-grandfather accidentally gave me for my birthday on my 21st birthday. Everything I drink turns to alcohol in my mouth. I cannot stop it.
I have met this man. You should talk to him about changing it.
He has not figured out how. I've been told he is, quote, working on it. In his mortal life, my great-great-grandfather was what you might call, and I quote, a fuck-up.
I have no doubt.
Anyway, I'm going to try sober up, and he goes to drink a cup of coffee, like, oh, right.
I wonder, would the flask that Jake gave Shrike supersede the curse, or
you're welcome to try.
Also be subsumed by it?
You're welcome to try.
Shrek will take it out and shake it so that it's coffee. And just hand it to him.
Alright, I'm not sure this will work. He drinks it like, I don't taste any Kahlua or Bailey's or anything else that you would put in coffee to make it alcoholic. I think this is ordinary-ass coffee.
This might serve you better than me.
Well, tell you what, let's take a compromise. I do not want to take it. If my great-grandfather gave you this gift, I do not want to take in perpetuity. We can share while you're in the custody of this ship. How's that sound?
Return it when you sober up.
Oh, I'm so excited. I haven't had regular orange juice in 10 years or so. Anyway, he goes to just drink way too many liquids now that they're not alcoholic.
I think after all of that, Shrek's just gonna go in stock and go back to her cabin. Alright,
so at this point, we're gonna have downtime. So everybody has had time to think about what they want to do. For the audience, I was going to offer everyone downtime options because apparently Chasing Adventure doesn't have anything structured or otherwise. It's just what you do between chases, adventures, what have you. So I kind of just borrowed stuff. I kind of made my own tier fixed list based on the downtime in a couple of different games I've played. You all have 4 options. 1, you can train. Describe your character doing to train. We'll play it out. 2, you can acquire an asset using your access to crew members on the ship and or your walkie-talkies. Describe what kind of asset you seek to gain, and I'll work one out with you mechanically. The asset section of the text is in our PDFs on the share drive. You can do odd jobs on the ship to gain 2 wealth while you're traveling to Owl City. Or if you can think of something you want to do that doesn't fall into those 3 other categories, we have my personal favorite, Other. Does anybody want to go first? Otherwise, I just have you all in your introduction order on my list.
I think Kahani can go first with the information that she got from Celia. She's going to go to her room and do some writing. She's planning on writing a poem about Celia.
Okay. Do you have one of the 3 things that's not in the other list in mind for what you're doing mechanically for your benefit?
Okay.
No. Do you like? Are you like trying?
I thought you were
to,
telling
like,
me.
to improve?
So
No. I'm asking
I'm
you.
trying to write. I don't really think it fits in. I think it's other.
Okay. So, is there a benefit you would like other than the ones that are listed?
Let me just look at my character sheet real quick.
Basically, you can gain experience to level up. You can gain an asset. The laziest of these is just when you read your poem, Celia and the various crew members will tip you until you have 2
I
levels.
think I'd rather get experience.
Alright, cool. Yeah, so you'll get experience to level up. You do not have to spend on something you think is relevant to writing the poetry. I would prefer you do, because that makes sense to me and it makes my brain itch less. But do with you level up what you will.
Yeah, sure. So I just
So
level
we'll circle
up.
back, give you time to write that poem. Yeah, you will level up.
Okay, sounds good. Thank you. And yeah, by the end of this episode, I
circle
should
back,
have something.
Perfect.
I can.
Alright, what is Shrike doing with her downtime?
Shrek is gonna be doing 2 things, I assume is possible. The first one is that Shrek would love to work with Celia to create a signature weapon.
So you approach Celia. What can I do for you, Shrike? She's eating the last of her sausages as she's putting her plate aside for the various Myconid servants to help get the kitchen cleaned up after breakfast.
I have a request, if I may.
Well, if it's in my power to help, I'm happy to do so.
We were caught off guard the last time we met our opponents. I would very much like to not be again. I have in mind a weapon that would glow when they are near.
I've heard of this type of weapon before. I'm not much of a weapon crafter, but give me a moment. She, waves her hands, and you just see a bunch of different foliage, almost like a keyboard of flower petals appears. Just different flowers in bloom. She, hovers over them, and she's like, what is Shrike's favorite flower?
I don't know. That'll have to be... Give me a second.
It's like I'm trying to find the flower most in tune with you for this purpose. It would work better if it's a flower you personally bond with.
Honestly, I like, carnations.
Carnation. That's Shrike's favorite colors. Carnations come in an entire rainbow.
Oh, everything's always violet.
Violet. So she finds a violet carnation. She taps it, and it extends from this little flower keyboard she's produced, and it creates I'm trying to think of the word. A graft. Grafts itself off. It grows a second flower, and she just plucks it, and then the other flower just retracts back down. And she said you wanted this to be a weapon, or are you just looking for a signal that you are about to be ambushed? I can do both.
I would like either I would like a knife, but if it must be a pin or something.
I can do both. Hold on. She extends it, and she waves her hand, and the flower turns to whip. Nope, that's actually almost cliche at this point. And then she waves her hand again, and it shrinks down, and basically you have if you hold it, so basically now the head of the carnation would be the pommel, and it's a dagger. So, but if you need to travel discreetly, she waves it again, and it is you have your choice of wearing it as a corsage or a boutonniere. Basically, you can pin it on yourself, or basically she just starts listing all the different ways you can wear a flower as an accessory.
Oh, I would also say a cloak pin, because Shrek always has her little scarf thing.
Perfect, and she waves it. Now it's a cloak pin. You just give it a little tap there, and it'll turn into a dagger at a moment's notice. You can also if you pluck it and you try wielding like a dagger, it will turn into a dagger to your will. And so you've acquired, I'm going to classify this as you've acquired a cool magic weapon.
Cool. You have my thanks. Many of them.
It's the least I can do if you tell the dogs to stop peeing in the places I did not make for them to pee.
I am working on it. Their father's indulgences have made anything difficult.
I'll see. When parents are incapable, that's usually when the aunts and uncles step in and have to rise to the occasion, in my experience.
I suppose. And on top of that, Shrike's just gonna spend basically the rest of her time in her room, just beating up those training dummies and reading and stuff like that, just basically preparing herself. Mechanically or not, I don't really get that, that's just what she's doing.
Okay, that's fine. We'll circle back to you and your books in a minute.
Are you planning to just sit around the house all summer with nothing to do? Do you want to do something exciting that's worth bragging to all your friends about on the first day of school? Then come to Camp Starry Nights. We're a sleepaway camp here on the shores of scenic Candlewood Lake. You'll enjoy exciting summer activities such as orienteering.
It would be fun to have the secret map.
Sleeping underneath the stars. Our beloved Starry Nights Out.
So my Oma used to tell the story to scare us. It's about the Patzelworm.
And even strutting your stuff for all your new friends in our popular Starfinder talent show.
Hey Lily, you don't think that the counselors would let me shoot an apple off your head, do you?
We're celebrating the camp's 60th anniversary this year, so it will be extra exciting. Oh my stars! Listen to Starry Nights, a new magical girl-themed summer camp TTRPG adventure. Available now everywhere you listen to your favorite podcasts.
I'm so delighted you could join me for tea, Shrike. You're going to love this quaint little tea shop.
You spoke so highly of it. How could I say no? But I'm not much of a tea drinker. I don't know what I should try.
They have a plethora of options, such wild variety. Their tea comes from a supplier called Many Worlds Tavern. Let's see, if you'd like something fruity, I recommend Citrine Spirits. If you're feeling a bit under the weather and you need something herbal, Sage's Gate has a delightful lavender flavor profile. And if you're a coffee drinker and you don't want to venture too far, Morning Mist is a more traditional black tea you can use to start your morning with a burst of caffeine.
There are many choices. My mother always spoke highly of chai. Maybe I'll start with spiced sands.
That's a delightful blend. If you like it, you can use the link in our show notes in order to order some for home. Just be sure to use code BardRockCafe at checkout to save on your order.
Very, very good to know. I'll look into it when I get home. In the meantime, please sit and tell me more about what you're writing.
Arkansas, what do you want to do?
I'm going to be kind of like swinging from the mass and kind of like camouflaging myself, learning how to climb around in the foliage and hide myself and playing pranks on the cruise people.
Okay, so are you going after the many nameless mushroom crew members, or your friends and or Captain Celia or Captain Soba Swallows?
That's a good question. I think for the most part, we're gonna try the general, like, mushroom people, but then there could be some opportunities for some pranks on the team members.
Alright, so you see this one mushroom guy. He's got a mop. He's just mopping the deck. What do you do? Actually, you and Shrike have both been on there. Would you like to roll a D100 for what you see going on at the scene that's weird and magical?
You wanna roll it?
One of you two, you both have been on deck. You're just rolling to see what wild magic nature thing is going on. Either one of you. Whoever.
Oh, you can.
Yeah.
You can roll it. I've just got done with my whole thing.
Alright. D100, 13.
13. Alright, Kansas. The seawater is drinkable, but also very alcoholic, tasting like cheap light beer.
Okay.
So you hear Captain Silva Swallows saying, "Oh, my curse extends to the water in this part of the sea. They call this the Keystone Light Sea. It smells horrid."
So I'm with the pugs too. So it's all three of us together, and we get this vial of Keystone Light Sea, in a vial, and we kind of put it in a location where the captain would get it.
Okay.
And hopefully he would fall for the trap.
Okay, you are going to roll for stealth is... I think just rolling to defy with dexterity because you are being stealthy. Unless you want to do, I think your ranger features might be relevant here. If you want to do a prep thing related to setting a trap, I think that also works.
Yeah, there is something about that. Oh, I have a hone skill that says manipulate someone nearby to move somewhere. So I can, but that would only get him to go there.
Okay, so you set this trap up. That's fine.
When you ambush your foe when you attack, 1 shot, 1 kill.
That would wildly change the trajectory of this campaign. Basically, if I understand this correctly, you're trying to set up...
Oh, you mean it's not about that? It's not that.
Arkansas, so I understand this correctly. You're trying to set up a standard bucket of liquid precariously put over in a jar door trap for the captain to dump a bunch of beery seawater over himself.
No, he's gonna drink it. He's gonna get drunk.
I'm going to say you probably overheard enough of the conversation about the flask to know that is trying to trick me into drinking water. That is just his default state of being. He cannot not get drunk from stuff. Would you like to prank anyone else with beer? He's gonna be like, okay.
Well, then I would like to prank Ursula.
Father Antonio?
Oh, yeah.
Ursula or Father Antonio, which would you like?
Ursula.
Okay. Ursula, you are walking towards... What are you planning to do for your downtime activity? You have to walk towards it to intercept.
Yeah. So after Ursula finishes her breakfast, which was basically just like a bowl of fruit and a muffin, she goes to take her dishes, and she's assuming she's gonna have to wash them herself. So she starts walking back towards the kitchen, and then obviously her plates get taken, and the Mycalids are like, "Hey, no, we'll take care of this." She does
There's not
want
much
to
room back there.
Yeah, she does want to pop in and ask the chef if she has any, or if they have anything that might be good for feeding some rats that may or may not be on the ship.
All right. Would you like to name the crow chef that's definitely a disciple of Polly and Poppy? If not, you can roll the D100 and I can give this person a name. They are a female presenting crow.
I hate myself for this. Since they're a descendant, or since they're a follower of Polly and Poppy, I want them to be preppy.
Preppy.
I want that to be a bit that they all sort of start with a P and end with a Y sound.
Okay.
So her name is their name is Preppy. And I would like to ask them if there is anything that they have that might be good for rats.
Okay. Alright, so I want you to... Arkansas, you're going to roll to defy using dexterity to set this trap up without Ursula seeing as she's approaching the door. Ursula, you are going to roll to examine to try, as a contested roll, to see if you see Arkansas doing this.
I kind of want to fail this just for the lulz.
If you want to fail it, you can always roll the... you always flip your coin of absolutes for the episode. You can increase your chances of failure.
What am I rolling? I'm rolling...
Me too.
Examine?
You're rolling examine, which is plus wisdom. Yeah,
can I get advantage because I have an ability called Trick?
What does Trick do?
Manipulate someone nearby to move somewhere.
how does trick work? Like, what is trick letting? Like, do you spend some of your prep, or is it just give you advantage? Yes, the roll advantage. Okay. Yeah, so roll an additional d6 and then use the 2 highest of your 3 results.
Okay. That didn't help much. Alright. So...
I'm gonna say let's use the coin.
Okay.
You don't need to use the coin.
Red side
I don't, but we're not doing anything else, so, like, may as well.
Alright, you got boxcars.
Okay.
So you definitely see Arkansas doing this. You're welcome to pretend you don't. But yeah,
I got 8.
100s.
I got 8.
Yeah, so Ursula definitely sees it.
Alright.
28 and 35.
Okay, 28 would be inconsequential as all hell moment. 35. Okay. Do me a favor, because one's inconsequential and one would make this session a lot longer than I would like it to be right now. Roll one more.
58.
Alright, 58. Okay. For each nearby ally who isn't crumbled, you're going to gain 1 spirit. So we're going to not count the nameless Myconids. You're going to gain 4, 5, 6, and the chef 7 spirit. Oh, and Antonio 8. But this is actually an instance where I did not write until you settle in. So this is extra spirit you have until you spend it and it goes away. Enjoy your absurd amount of spirit because you got this in an entire ship full of friendlies.
Did you say 7?
Yes, because so each ally. So you have 3 allies plus Father Antonio plus Captain Soba Swallows plus Celia plus the chef. I am not counting the nameless mushrooms. 7. I misspoke. Yeah, so that's
this
7.
Is 7
it's
7 that is just going to stick around.
It does not replenish, right? It's like a Baragon's action surges in campaign 1. It's just separate from your pool that recharges and gets spent. You just have 7 bonus spirit you can spend whenever. Because I did not, when I made this table, remember to write it goes away when you settle in, and I'm going to hold myself accountable for my own mistakes.
All right then.
Enjoy your absurd amount of god power.
Jesus Christ. Okay. I am now actually a tank.
But yes, you definitely see Arkansas setting up this trap. Actually, I'm going to play with this. Arkansas is being stealthy. You see Dump Truck and Forklift watching him set up this trap. They're blowing up the spot.
So I'm gonna go ahead and get my snacks for Tim Can, and stick them in my bag. And then as I turn around, I see Dump Truck and Forklift, and I'm just kind of looking at them, looking at Arkansas. I look back at them. They're looking, and then look back at Arkansas, and I'm just like, Arkansas, did you need something?
He's on a stepladder, positioning a bucket. Now you're trying to trick him into drinking it, right? So, Arkansas, is your chance to turn around. Just convince Ursula to drink it.
So I'm trying to find a fun way to put this back in my favor, and I don't know if I can. So Arkansas looks back and be like, "Oh, you are here a lot earlier than I thought. What are you doing?"
Oh, did you need me to come back later?
Well, I mean, I wasn't following you or anything on your daily routines, but I just kind of thought that you would be another 20 minutes or so, and you'd be walking through here to get lunch.
I mean, we just kind of finished breakfast, so I
Arkansas is economically a hobbit. He was raised by hobbits.
You're just a hungry girl. What can I say? I mean, but I will try. I think.
While you're thinking what to do, there is a sign that has the meal schedule. There's breakfast, and then in approximately 20 minutes, there is second breakfast.
So, I'm going to use the ability Flashback.
Okay.
And I don't know how much prep I have. I really don't know. But I'll use whatever prep I have.
I think you get 3 when you start the game.
I get up to 3. I think the last ability I used 1 though.
Okay, so you have 2 left then.
So I'll spend another prep, and I'll say that there's another trap waiting for Ursula that was already set up before this one.
Okay. Alright, so since you spent prep, Ursula, you roll to examine again to make sure you don't see the secondary trap. I'll give you disadvantage, though. Because I think you're distracted by Arkansas setting up the more obvious trap.
That was 3 plus 2, so 5.
Yeah, that's a failure. Arkansas described this secondary, more clever trap.
There's a book that's slightly out of place, and Ursula has to be tempted to put it back in its place.
Yep.
And once she does, there's about to be some bad stuff happen to her.
Alright, so Ursula, you see this book. It is a couple of things. It is on the shelf, slightly out of alphabetical order. It is slid approximately half an inch away from the lining of the other books, as if someone started to pull it from the shelf and then didn't put it back correctly. The Dewey Decimal number is also slightly incorrect.
So, first thing is Ursula's gonna kind of walk by it, kind of miss it at first, then kind of like stop and like do that thing where you slowly take a couple steps back, and then she's gonna kind of tilt her head to the side and she's gonna read the title of this book.
Okay, so you guys are in the kitchen where there is canonically a bookshelf. Give me a second. I gotta find the list of books that I just gave you all.
This whole ship is nothing but bookshelves.
Yeah, at the moment is the second. What's really funny is you're going to a place that's the whole thing. Actually, you know what? You see a bunch of books, and what catches your eye about this one? The one Arkansas fucked with doesn't have a title. An unlabeled leather black binding. And it's got a leather strap around it and a padlock. And there's almost like a... I'm trying to think of like the word I'm trying to go for here. It has more of like the feel of like a grimoire than a regular book.
Ooh, interesting. I think that Ursula, seeing that there is no title on the spine of this book, is going to pull the book off the bookshelf and go to inspect the cover to see if there's anything written there. I don't know what triggers this trap, so you have to tell me.
I think messing with the book is what triggers the trap. Arkansas described the trap that's now been triggered.
So, pulling the book empties a bucket of fish guts, but it misses Ursula and ends up slathering all over Father Antonio.
Father Antonio, who had also just been bringing his dishes back to help the kitchen staff. It's like, oh, this is... Father Antonio is covered in guts, like, oh, that won't do. And he's like, Ursula, you and only you watch as time rewinds and the bucket unspills itself. And Father Antonio uses his miracle trickster's blessing to step back and avoid the bucket, and Arkansas thinks his trap failed, but it actually went off without a hitch.
And I'm like, shoot, Q. Alright, which one of you two is next for the Arkansas traps?
Well, we're running a little late, so we can maybe circle back to that. Ursula now has this book and also her downtime.
I think that Ursula is, now that she has this book that doesn't really seem to have any sort of anything of note except this leather bound and this padlock, I think she's going to go and she's going to try to find Celia to sort of get the scoop on this book so that she knows where it should be and what she should do with it.
Alright, so I think you wander up top deck where Celia has just finished handing Shrike this carnation, I think we said.
Yes.
Yes, and Shrike is just departing as you approach with this large, ominous-looking book.
Miss Celia, ma'am.
Yeah. Yes. You found that book?
I found this, and I'm not really sure where it goes or what I'm supposed to do with it.
Don't read it for starters. There's a reason that book is locked. It is. We've been given it for safekeeping. We would return it back to Owl City for protection. It's sort of like side quest. Soba was supposed to do it, but honestly, I think it's better off in your care. It is called it is an ancient and evil tome known as the Cookbook of Vile Recipes.
I think with that information, first of all, she kind of goes like wide-eyed when she hears that it would be better off in her care because she like can't understand how that could possibly be.
Celia sees that and gestures towards the captain, who without Shrike's help cannot avoid being drunk at all times. There's a reason he needs a co-captain, my dear.
Okay, so I think then in that case, Ursula is going to stop and she's going to kind of look at it. And she says to Celia, she said, "Okay, I'll figure out how to take care of this. And where is it supposed to go?"
It's going to go into the Tower of Knowledge in the center of Owl City, the most secure part of the library. The Quill will personally make sure it is safe. Just, you're going to want to speak to the leader of the Quill, a woman named Peregrine.
Okay, I think I've been there once. At one time, but I was really little at the time, and okay. I know where that is, and I will make sure to do that. And she's looks staring at it for a second. Is there anything else of note about the book aside from this leather bound and this lock?
Okay. So there's like a circle on the front cover that like you thought was empty, and then as you're like examining the circle, you watch as an eye appears, as if it like just opens for the first time after being closed. Like, it only opened because you were looking at it. If you were, like, glancing at it from an angle, it didn't care. But now you're looking directly at it, the eye is open and staring back at you.
I think that she's going to reflexively kind of, like, weaken her grip a little bit. Like, she's about ready to drop it when she sees this. And then realizes that this book needs to be in her care. So she kind of, like, fumbles. She kind of fumbles with it. And then she's going to go ahead and look at Celia and say, "Okay. I will make sure that this gets to Peregrine at the Tower of Knowledge in Owl City, and she's going to slip it into her bag."
Is the tower built around my great-grandmother's tree? You cannot miss it. Largest tree in the city, and quite possibly the world.
Yeah, I think, like I said, I think I've been to that tower once before, but it was for a field trip in school, and you know how those go.
Yes, I do know this. It's been some time, but yes. Ursula, as you walk away with this book, I need you to roll to defy with charisma.
I knew that was going to happen. I somehow suspected that.
As you hear a...
With charisma?
With good old charisma.
That would be a 7.
With a 7, you feel a strong inclination, almost like a impulse. Like, most of the people on this call have some sort of neurodivergence going. That intrusive thought, like, oh man, I want to reach out and touch it and open it. Like, even though you know it's really stupid, like that instinct you have, like, when you're 9 years old, like, I wonder what happened if I just opened my car door when we're going 70 miles an hour on the highway, that feeling?
The call of the void.
You have this urge to just wiggle the padlock. Yes, the call of the void, this faceplate literally. You have this urge, this uncontrollable urge, as if somebody's whispering in your ear, open the book. It has beautiful, delicious knowledge in it.
Can I modify this a little bit?
Sure.
I would like this intrusive thought to, instead of being like wiggling the padlock, I would like it to be that Ursula, in putting the book back into her bag, she kind of brushes up against that key that she has.
Ah, yes.
And she kind of gets this idea in her head. Maybe I could just put the key in the book and see if that works.
Okay. Do you try the key?
She doesn't do it.
Okay. Is it a mixed success? So you don't have. Yeah, you have the thought, but with a mixed success, you do not have to commit to it.
No.
Okay.
No. I'm not gonna do that. That wouldn't be good. That wouldn't be good. Okay. And then she's going to. I think after that, she's gonna have a mild panic attack in her room for a bit as she realizes that she's got this very ominous tome that is looking at her sometimes. in her bag. And I think she's actually going to, if it's all right with Kahani, I think she's going to like knock on Kahani's door and be like, so, I was given the Celia lady, she gave me this book and she said that we need to deliver it to Owl City, and like I'm kind of freaking out a little bit because it's got a big eye and it's staring at me, and it's also locked, and it's kind of ominous, and I just needed to tell someone else because
What? I mean, well, do you want me to keep it or something?
I think I'll be okay.
Okay, alright.
It was entrusted to me, and I do know where it needs to go.
Alright.
I've been there once. It just feels like a lot of pressure.
Of course.
I want to make sure I don't do something silly. Like,
if you ever feel...
try to open it or anything like that.
Oh. If you ever feel... Promise me, if you ever feel that strongly, just come to me again and talk to me about it.
Okay, I can do that.
Be strong, Ursula. Okay. You can do it. We can do it.
Okay. Thank you. That makes me feel better. I'm gonna go to my room, and I think I'm gonna go give Tim his snack, and then I think I'm gonna do some reading from a different book. That
sounds like a really good idea.
Okay. I think I'm gonna do that. All right, thank you,
As Ursula makes her way to her room, Arkansas, it sounds like you're training, so go ahead and level up, because that was what you're going for, was training to become better at being a sneaky ranger guy. So, and then Ursula will do your downtime, and then we will end on Arkansas doing one more prank before you all get to Owl City. Oh, and Kahani's poem, I almost forgot.
Thank you.
If Kahani does her poem, disrupted by Arkansas' prank, that's how that's going to go.
No, sorry. I think all that Ursula is really gonna do is like I said, she's gonna walk into her room, and she's gonna see Tim. She's gonna see Tim Can, probably like on the bed, like waiting. And she's gonna walk up. She's like, "Hey Tim, here. I got you a snack from the kitchen."
Oh, cheese, my favorite. You guys can always understand the rats. That's not weird.
Yeah. How are you and all the other contacts doing right now?
So far, so
Any
good.
Word?
There is one of the brothers is headed towards the Fleetwood. Actually, the big blonde, boisterous one. His name was, I think, it was Earl Mustard. We're not sure why he's going there. We just know that's where he's going. But he's not going to Owl City. He's going to a city on the far north, a port called Scarlet Town.
Scarlet Town. Okay. I will have to let the others know when we all get back together later. And she's gonna kind of walk over to her desk and kind of hastily write herself a note. And then she's gonna say, "Okay, do you need anything from me, or am I cool to just sit here and read a little bit? I kind of need to decompress." And I think this would be a good opportunity to do so.
Oh, I'm fine. The room service here is great. You see that Celia has made like a little hammock and a little beach umbrella under the window for Tim. So he's just lounging there with the world's tiniest pair of sunglasses, eating this cube of cheese he brought him that's the size of his head.
Okay. So Ursula's gonna go ahead and pull out her chair and sit down, and I think that she's going to kind of peruse the titles on the bookshelf, and sort of see if anything kind of jumps out at her. I think that she would most likely be looking for either a comfort book that she's already read before, or if there's any books on lycanthropy. I think that she would sort of naturally be drawn to that.
So I think roll to examine to try and find a book on lycanthropy.
That's a 10 plus 2, 12.
12. You see a travel book? It's called Lycanthropes in London, the city of were people.
Okay. I think she's going to go ahead and she's going to gently reach out, pull that book, and open it, and sort of gloss over the table of contents to kind of get like a feel for what's in the book.
Alright, so the book is it's your pretty standard travel book with like there's a list of like touristy things to do. The thing that draws your attention most is the chapter on finding the city of London.
Okay. I think that what she will do is she will go ahead and... Is it one of the earlier chapters or one of the later ones?
Yeah, it's one of the early chapters. Like, obviously, it's like, oh, in order to get there to enjoy this tourist paradise, you have to do X. So it's like chapter 1 or 2. Chapter 1's like the introduction. Chapter 2 is getting there.
Yeah, I think that since it's towards the beginning, she's going to go ahead and just read the book from the beginning until it comes to that point. You can give me that information later. That's fine.
All right.
And so she's
I'll
going to
give you the short version right now.
Yep.
You do read the lycanthrope city of London is a city hidden in the Lonely Islands, a place that can only be found by a lycanthrope while they are transformed.
Oh, interesting. Okay.
And it says somewhere in there, this paradise is the oldest known lycanthrope on the planet, an entity simply known as the Warehouse.
Okay.
There would be more information, but I can DM you that later.
Yep.
That's the podcast audience appropriate amount.
Yeah, and I think that's going to conclude her downtime unless Arkansas decides to fuck with Ursula again.
You gotta go into her. It.
Arkansas has drilled a hole in the ceiling down to your room.
All I wanted to do was snore into the other room or fart into the other room, and you ruined it.
So I would like to introduce you to this item of artifice that would still exist in the ship. It's called an air vent. Presumably, you all want to have access to air.
You can install vents all you want.
Yes, you find an air.
We're talking about.
You find an air vent. You find an air vent and you fart into it. You're sure someone's going to be uncomfortable.
Where does it go? Where does it go after I fart into it?
All right, roll.
God, I think it'd be so funny if it U-turns back into his own room.
Oh my God!
I need you, roll a D6, Tyler.
It's his own heat.
You roll a 1, you're getting it yourself.
All right, 1d6.
Yeah, roll 1d6.
All right.
One is yourself, and that'll go down just.
I got 3.
3. Okay, you get Father Antonio. You hear,
all right.
What is that horrid smell? That smells
worthless.
like a skunk just did an absurd amount of weed, and then got skunked by another skunk.
He deserves it.
No, I don't.
He hasn't done anything. I do have more pranks to pull, but we only have one person that we can fit in this session.
All right, well, let's go to Kahani's poetry reading. You have another prank you can do there. Let's see what opportunity you get. Okay. So lunchtime comes, and Celia has formed in the mess hall a little stage, a microphone that somehow works, even though it's clearly just another carnation with the bulb of the carnation serving as the head of the microphone. And little pinecone speakers for Kahani to read her poem as everyone gets situated to eat.
Hello, everyone. These are the first 2 stanzas in draft of the 12-stanza ode that I have planned for our lovely co-captain Celia. If I may.
Wait for me, I'm coming.
All right, let's wait for Shrike, shall we?
Ursula's gonna ask if there's any popcorn. Is there any popcorn?
Ooh.
Yes.
I love listening to popcorn.
Most of the food on the ship is made in-house, but we do have this lovely boutique gourmet popcorn company that we get while we import. They're called Lisa's Popcorn.
I have a prank that I think we need to play on Ursula. Or not Ursula. We're gonna do it on Shrike.
Okay, as long as the prank doesn't involve the popcorn, because that's sponsored and I don't want that getting fucked up.
Nope. Sponsors
Okay.
clear. We love you.
Okay, cool.
It was gonna be Kahani, but we'll try Shrike first.
You gonna die.
You are running into this room to get caught up so you can watch this poetry in action. So I think that Shrike needs to roll some kind of, saving, saving points or whatever.
Describe
You
the
know what I
booby
mean?
trap you have made so that I can set the correct check.
She wants to. She's gonna slide into her seat, and there might be a whoopee cushion.
I'm down for a whoopee cushion. Shrike, you're gonna roll. You're actually roll to examine disadvantage because you are.
No, there is not. No, there is no examine. She is running.
Yeah, that's why I gave. That's why I'm giving her
trying
disadvantage.
to slide into this.
You have to understand, examine is probably worse for her than I just did dexterity for her to pick a different chair by dumb luck.
That is 11. I rolled 5, 4, and 6.
Oh my god. I'm signing off. I'm just like, waiting for the moment where, like, the trap gets set off and it never happens.
I could also see Shrike seeing it and just slamming down on the seat as hard as she can to pop it.
It just destroys it.
Yes. Instead of hearing like a flappy fart sound, you just hear a pop like somebody poked a balloon with a pen.
I would approve of that.
Okay. And at this point, the audience is gathered.
Okay.
Captain Soba Swallows looks the soberest you've seen him since you met him yesterday. Because he's been drinking nothing but coffee and orange juice all day.
Oh yeah.
My apologies. You may proceed.
No, not a problem. I wouldn't want you to miss it. All right. To Celia. Celia of Dryad Sisters 3, the daughters of a library. Celia's love but has one rule. Our Dryad can't abide a fool. Celia's life she chose to start away from family for her heart. Celia of star descendant threads came to grow the path she treads. Celia, her ship in fungal tone, grown to travel worlds unknown. Celia with the sea was smitten, and yet she wields a word well written.
Yeah, there's a clapping. Celia's like got like a tear. She's like, "Oh, I love this so much. I'm so honored."
Don't worry, there'll be more coming. I hope you've enjoyed the show.
Soba's like, "Yeah, we won't let any fools on my ship."
It's not the only thing.
All right, that's it for me. Now I would like to have my own lunch or second breakfast or whatever this is.
We're on 11 seats, I think.
All right.
So, yeah, Soba met these charming folks that they're kind of short and they live in the forest, bare feet and all. They had a very eclectic meal schedule and insisted the ship have all dozen or so of the meals they eat throughout the day. Peppy looks very, very exhausted by this.
He also needs the food to counteract the alcohol.
That's true. Alright, Arkansas, do you want to have a prank that goes off as Kahani finishes her poetry reading? Surely one of these pranks will be successful.
I don't know. I don't think so.
Alright, so Arkansas, I'll give you this. You're trying to, I think, sneak away from the poetry reading, probably to set up your next prank, not knowing what it is. You're a dog now.
Wait, huh?
I'm a dog now?
You are a pug. You were standing between forklift and dump truck. You were also a pug. I did not get an opportunity to introduce this earlier.
I think Shrike looks around. Where is that boy? I have words for him.
Here.
Ursula turns. It's just like 1, 2, 3.
3 what?
I will say that the pug Arkansas does clearly have the corrected Deputy Star, whereas his dogs have the cavity patrol ones that he went and bought from like a dollar store somewhere. So there is a distinction there.
Yeah, I definitely think that Arkansas is very confused and is looking back and forth at everybody, like, what the hell are you talking about? Like, why are you looking down at me?
Parker with the dump truck are already sniffing your butt.
Hey, watch it! What are you doing? Get away from me!
One of us! One of us!
I've always been one of you, just never at your level.
Can I scrutinize?
Sure.
Can I scrutinize? And I think I deserve advantage for this because I'm specifically trying to determine whether or not this is some kind of like where transformation variation.
Oh, sure. I'll give you advantage for that. Sure.
While you do this, Alana is just very thinking about the cuddle puddle that the three of them are going to have later and just being very jealous. Just the three pugs.
You get that out of your head over there. I see what you're thinking. Get that out of your head.
With 11, you get 2 insight. You can ask 2 questions. The examples given are how might I get to blank? How do you feel about blank? How do I gain favor? What is your goal? None of those still applicable here. So,
I want to know if this is a where transformation.
So,
and
I will definitely say
if
it's not. Yep.
And if it's not, I want to know if I have, in my studies, encountered anything similar to a where transformation that this could be.
So, there is definitely not, because the where transformation, there's like a shifting of body parts to kind of like take on the correct shape, or etc. This almost happens like a puff of smoke, like out of Naruto, like a jutsu out of Naruto. There's 1 second Arkansas was there, and 1 second the pug was there.
Please tell me it was accompanied by a fart sound.
Yes, Arkansas canonically now, whenever you transform into an animal, a whoopee cushion sound plays. Unless you don't want to do that, because I'm not going to make decisions for your character you don't like.
No,
I think you'd like that, though, so, okay. No, this seems similar to, there's spells where powerful spellcasters will turn themselves or someone else into an animal, such as maybe transforming their familiar into a powerful beast, or transforming themselves into, like, a monster to fight, that kind of thing. It seems to be some sort of magic. I will even give you intuit this. You remember, Kahani described the fire powers that she had been given as something she had been given by Jennifer Green. Albeit a little indirectly, she didn't say it in that many words, but she heavily implied, Jennifer Green took a liking to me and now I have fire powers. And you can intuit by the fact that Arkansas signed this contract about a day ago, and now he can seem to understand animals and turn into one. This might be the thing that Jennifer Green gave him as his, quote, as Dot described it, sign-on bonus.
I think that Ursula is gonna kind of like lean down a little bit towards Arkansas, and she's gonna say, Arkansas, if that's you, can you just bark once?
I ain't never gonna bark. I'm just talking to you like normal. Just tell me what's wrong.
Which was obviously several barks.
No, here's the funny thing, okay? So, I think Arkansas does have the ability to speak in plain English still, but he has not figured out how to turn it on and off. So, a third of that was a third of that was English, and 2/3 was barking. Decide in your mind which words were which.
Okay. Okay, so a lot of that was barking, but I did you all hear a drawl in there?
Oh, yes.
It definitely sounded... Okay.
Woof, woof!
His voice always sounds like barking to me.
Arkansas, you didn't read the fine print on your contract, did you?
Fine print? There weren't nothing on that piece of paper but a couple triple scrawls. And then I turn around and I scratch the floor behind me like I'm scratching, and I just toot in Strike's direction.
Sprit's like, if I may. And Sprit just, like, flies up, because Sprit is the keeper of the contracts. Sprit waves their little pixie hand, sprite hands, actually. Sprit is a sprite. And in a puff of fire, like the legal copy for your records of your contract appears. Scrolls down way to the bottom. Does anybody have a magnifying glass?
Ursula's gonna pull out her very fine reading glasses, which are basically like jeweler's loupes. that have been fashioned together, and she sticks them on.
It says there's under the fine print. There's a thing that says sign-on bonus. You are to be granted unique abilities that will help you in the hunting and gathering of targets. Based on your skill set, we have given you the ability to turn into and understand animals.
She's gonna take off the glasses and she's gonna say, Arkansas, how do you feel being a dog?
It don't feel like much different than I've been, but I just feel so much shorter.
Okay, I heard something, been, something, lot, something, tur. I'm gonna assume that was positive, based on the tone.
Totally insane. He definitely said something is shorter.
Bark, 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 bark.
Yeah.
Antonio.
Yeah, this is, if you want to talk about this, we can talk about this, but you might need to just get used to sometimes being an animal, because it turns out that your contract says that you get to turn into and understand animals as part of your contract.
Come on, Arkansas. Think really hard about being a person again. I'm sure you could turn back.
Just think person thoughts. Pinocchio.
Yeah, you know, like
Pinocchio.
Standing upright.
Exactly.
I think I can.
Alright, Arkansas.
Click your heels
Roll.
together.
Yeah,
Roll
click
to
my heels
defy with a
together.
stat of your choice.
Come on, Toto.
I think wisdom makes sense here because you're trying to will yourself to be a real boy. So roll plus wisdom.
I'm a real boy. I'm a real boy. I'm a real boy. Base, I got, with my wisdom modifier, I got 10.
And so as Arkansas turns into a man in the crawling position, you all reach Owl City. And you just hear Captain Soba Swallows from the crow's nest right, land ho! Bard Rock Cafe has been a Bard Rock Network production. I am Paul, and I have been your Master of Ceremonies. I run the network socials, so all the socials in the show notes are going to be your best way to find me. My personal stuff's for Magic the Gathering stuff, mostly, so don't follow that.
Hello or goodbye. I am Alana. I have been Shrike. And you can find me here. You can also find me on the YouTube channel in the Space Rock Cafe campaign, as well as under Distaff Productions, where my films will be posted, and Distaff Editing, where all of my other side projects will go, as well as in the Grey Matter podcast. Check that one out. It's a fairly fun show.
All right, thank you for listening, everybody. I am Khadija. I've been playing Kahani. I am not that prolific online. You can find me just one place. That is Blue Sky. My first name.bardrockcafe.com. It's been a pleasure.
Thanks for listening, everybody. This is Tyler. Play Arkansas McGraw. You can find me here on Discord or on Instagram. The handle is Tyler Losey. If you want to talk magic or anime, I'm always up for a good conversation. Thank you.
Hi, I am Ursa, and I have been playing Ursula Yinks. I suggest that you don't find me anywhere. My socials are a mess. But I am here, and I primarily do editing for this show, as well as some other projects here at Bard Rock Cafe.
Alright. Thank you all for listening. Have a good night.
Must I really do this twice? Surely one of these new characters can take care of it. I am the god of time. I don't have... Well, I guess I do have... Fine. I've been told the contract says I need to do this twice an episode. Thank you for listening to Bard Rock Cafe. Your support means so much to us. Be sure to check out our sponsor, Dragon Master Games, and consider purchasing items for your home games from their online storefront. And if you're still on the fence about becoming a network booster, please know that funds from boosters help us pay our artists, editors, and web hosting fees. The more support we get, the more content our network as a whole can produce. So go to Patreon or Ko-fi and become a booster today. Links to all of that can be found in the show notes. Oh, hang on. You've reached Baragon. I don't care how funny the bit is, I'm not winking in this podcast anymore.